Hello, everybody.
Go away, Quentin. Jesus. Get out of here.
Everybody follow Galactic VGC on Twitter. See, I said it. All right,
No
are you
one
happy? I've
follow
said
Galactic
it.
VGC on Twitter. He is not deserving of this at this moment.
All right, so going into the actual thing that's relevant, we have our finals here. We have Abdul Barrie going up against Chad Smeltz, so you guys just saw in the last match. Quickly go over the teams again.
Yeah.
Abdul's got Dragapult, Rhyperior, Gastrodon, Dusclops, Arcanine, Togekiss, while Chad has Passimian, Durant, Whimsicott, Togekiss, Duraludon, and Gengar.
You cannot even look at two teams that are more different. Abdul's playing this format in a pretty defensive, pivoty, reliant on defensive synergy kind of way. He has the Dragapult, Arcanine, Togekiss, Rhyperior, Trick Room situation with Gastrodon and Dusclops. And he's really just capitalizing on his overall bulk, his switch-ins, his defensive synergy, and trying to build up. We've seen, for example, him on stream, how he neutered, I don't remember who he was playing, but he just would not let any damage be done against him.
Right.
Whereas Chad just said, I don't know what defense is. I have never used a stat boosting move in my life that wasn't my own life orb. And he just says, I got specs, I got life orb, I got attack, 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 attack.
And he's got Durant.
He's just got all the damage in the world, and I'm excited to see how Abdul maneuvers around it. We saw how much damage Chad did last game against Kunal with the spec Sludge Wave Gengar, which we're seeing right now, and the life orb Durant, which we're seeing right now. And literally, it is my understanding that Sludge Bomb bops the Togekiss, and Max Steel does ridiculous amounts of things to the Dusclops.
Yeah, judging from our conversations in between the rounds, at least from Kunal's experience at the Togekiss Dusclops lead, this lead, like it does get Trick Room up for you, but if Durant gets rolling under Trick Room and you have a physical type Trick Room if you have a physical attacking Trick Room
such as that Rhyperior,
such as that Rhyperior, which is also weak to Max Steel Spike. It's not going to be a fun time for that physical attacker because you have Durant that's going to just keep boosting its defense thanks to that Max Steel Spike.
Kunal said he was unable to lead this because his Pokemon just died.
Yeah.
So we're going to see if they die.
So we're going to have to see what Abdul's game plan. It's just gonna. It looks like it's just going to be Sludge Bomb into the Togekiss. This being single target, actually just going to KO the Togekiss outright. As we saw Sludge Bomb just do, or we saw Sludge Wave do almost enough to KO, but.
And then that's going to do 65, 70, 80. That's it. So much.
Oh my God!
Where are the Pokemon going?
There's a lot of damage. Durant. As we have established, Durant does big damage.
Where are they going?
They're away. That's where they're going. They're going away.
I don't understand. And now the Gengar is a defense boost too, so it's like not even completely worthless.
Well, now Rhyperior is gonna come in here.
What does it do?
I mean, it gets hit. I mean, it gets an attack off.
It kills the Gengar, Dusclops burns the Durant, and still dies.
See, the thing is, like, judging by watching Abdul's earlier games, not the ones that are not on stream, mind you, I think he only has high horsepower. I don't think he has Earthquake.
Yeah, I think he had Rock Slide.
Yeah, he has Rock Slide and Superpower. Yeah.
So, Abdul can take out the Gengar with one hit, with a Max Quake, right?
Yeah.
And then he can burn the Durant and his Dusclops can still die in the process. And if Abdul's last Pokemon is Arcanine, with 3 turns of Trick Room, he Flamethrower from the Arcanine, the Rhyperior, he can still do it.
Yeah, I mean Rhyperior, it's obviously having to take an attack on the physical side, which Rhyperior loves to do. Loves to take physical attacks.
Kunal might have been more scared to go to Trick Room against to take all that damage turn 1 to set up Trick Room because his sweeper was an Araquanid, which couldn't actually do anything to the Duraludon, whereas Abdul has a Rhyperior, which can actually put out damage against the Duraludon and against the Passimian and Drake. Like it can hit everything, whereas Araquanid couldn't. So maybe Abdul thinks this was worth the damage. The burn on the Dusclops is strong for Abdul. It makes it so he takes less damage from the Max Steel Spike when it eventually goes into the Rhyperior. Max Rockfall doesn't knock it out because Abdul got greedy. The defense boost from turn 1 coming in clutch, Abdul got extraordinarily greedy.
Yeah, but now this Max Steel Spike going to go into the Rhyperior. Does absolutely no damage. And it's going to activate the weakness policy here.
Sludge Bomb. Why wouldn't he just Quake, though?
Does it do more damage?
Quake's super effective.
Yeah, but so is Steel Spike.
No.
Steel Spike is stab.
I'm talking about against the Gengar.
Oh. I mean, because I guess you want damage on the not Duraludon, Durant. Ooh, poison.
What do you mean against a Durant? He hit the...
Oh, he hit the Gengar.
Yeah.
Oh, the Gengar lived?
Because of Max Rock.
Oh, that's right. Well, Max
Where
Steel.
have you been? We were just going over this.
Yeah. Well, now that Abdul has the weakness policy on deck, I don't think Durant is going to appreciate taking any attacks.
Yeah,
from
Nightshade breaks the Gengar, Max Quake breaks the Durant, I guess.
Yeah.
Did he do it on purpose?
I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. But now he has no. But now I guess, Max Quake from Rhyperior is just going to go into this Durant. We're going to see how much it does. Probably going to do a lot. It's going to KO.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Didn't it Max Steel? What just happened? Oh,
that's the critical hit. We can hear the audible frustration from our boy Chad here on the other side.
Yeah, I was like, wait, no, that's too fast. And we see the ant become a fire ant.
The based crit.
Fire ant coming through, taking a crit on stream for the knockout. Chad dodges the snarl from Kunal and instead finds himself the victim to an alternative close to 5% chance.
Yeah, he dodges the doesn't dodge the crit.
No, he does not.
Yep.
He just gets bopped. Oh, that was not great for Chad. It was great for Abdul.
Yeah, but now Duraludon and Passimian come in, and Rhyperior still got one more turn of Dynamax.
It looks heated. It's looking like it's having a good
he's
time.
Ready. He's looking like he's ready to claim another soul.
Well, I'm gonna say it is my understanding that monkey is about to die.
Yeah, because it cannot protect.
I suspect that monkey dies.
It's about to get Max quaked.
Wisp. No.
Well, he wisped the Passimian.
Did he
so that means
do it wrong?
He must have. Does that mean he attacked the Duraludon?
I guess.
I mean, I guess he max quakes.
And he's gonna do like 45%.
This gonna still do a lot. Yeah, it
still
does 55%. A ton of damage. Yeah, does a ton of damage.
I mean, I guess that's fair. I don't care. I'd have taken a kill though. Weakness policy.
And we have another weakness policy proc.
This is crazy.
Weakness policy is just such a good item this format.
Passimian's alive though, so like, who's the real fool?
Is there still one more turn of Trick Room?
No, I think it's gone. It might still be around actually. If it's
there's
around, then he's fine. If there's another turn of Trick Room, he's fine. I don't remember though.
So Dynamax goes away.
Right. Yeah, that was his third attack in a row.
So
there is one more turn of Trick Room.
Yeah, so we still have one more turn of Trick Room. So that means Abdul still has the opportunity to pick up the KO on this Duraludon.
Yeah, then he's fine. He doesn't have Earthquake though.
Yeah, he doesn't have Earthquake, so he can't really deal. Well, I mean, I guess he could go for Rock Slide.
It's a burned Passimian. Who cares?
Yeah, but I mean, Rhyperior is at such low HP and it's poisoned.
High horsepower to Duraludon.
Yeah, but I mean, you still have to take a fighting type attack. He has
another Pokemon in the back, doesn't he?
No. Oh wait, yes he does.
Yeah, he's an entire other Pokemon.
That's fair. I was like, wait, these are not his last two Pokemon. Oh, it goes for the Protect. It's Chad that doesn't have any Pokemon in the back.
Yeah, no, Chad is the one that is losing.
Yeah. Oh, not quite enough. Superpower coming out.
Why is he pressing the buttons in the weird way?
Because he's want to miss.
I guess he wants to make sure he kills the Passimian so he can have enough against the Duraludon.
And he doesn't want to miss, I guess, too.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm not mad at that, actually. Yeah, no, this is a very easy knockout. Superpower Nightshade into the Duraludon takes game 1 for Abdul.
Yep.
Yeah, he had the Rhyperior, which made a world of difference.
Yeah, Rhyperior just putting in so much more work than
Araquanid
would have. I mean, but then again, Araquanid did put in a lot of work in that one game we saw.
Yeah.
So can't completely count Araquanid.
And then Chad decided he had a Duraludon.
Yeah, Chad decided he had the Pokemon that he needed. Did he just reverse Trick Room, or did he set it up again?
No, he said it again.
No, he said it
which
again.
Suggests that he might have had Gastrodon on the back as an actual Steel Resist instead of Arcanine. Because if he had Arcanine, he wouldn't Trick Room. So by Trick Rooming, he gave Chad some information that he didn't have to give. He could have just Nightshade superpowered. And then I think on this turn, the Rhyperior dies to Poison, so he could have Trick Room superpowered this turn. But either way, that was game 1. Abdul was able to navigate Chad's damage through Trick Room. We're going to see what game 2 looks like.
So Rajan will be right back as he's going to set up our second game of finals. Abdul cleaning it up cleanly with the Rhyperior. And, I mean, we did see that critical hit there. Critical hit definitely played a huge role in how that game went. But, Rhyperior putting in the work. Rhyperior definitely putting in the work. But we'll be right back after a very short intermission while we get Game 2 of Final set up. All right, we're back. Game 2.
I think Chad needs to work on not getting crit.
Yeah, that would be a good thing to do.
That's pretty solid.
I think that's a solid game plan.
I don't really know what else to say.
I mean, I think Durant can still do a lot of good things if it just doesn't
get crit.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, I think it can hold its own against Rhyperior in a decent way.
Yeah.
But I mean, the fact that it just got kind of erased from the game like very early on just kind of limited its effectiveness.
I'm pretty happy with what Chad did turn 1. That was pretty solid.
Yeah, that was a good play.
And I think Abdul has to let that happen. So I think you do the same exact thing and not get crit this time. I don't know what else to say.
But the thing is, like, now Abdul has to be like, what if he doesn't get crit this time?
I mean,
then
like,
what does he do?
What does Abdul even do besides set up Trick Room for his Rhyperior?
Kind of just hope for the best?
And then have a Gastrodon.
Yeah.
Because I think he brought the Gastrodon because the Arcanine dies, the Dragon Ball dies, and he set up Trick Room. And he set up Trick Room at the end, right? So he didn't have Arcanine or Dragon Ball because they're both fast in Duraludon, right? So that would be silly. So he had to have brought the Gastrodon. So if we're assuming that the modes were Togekiss, Dusclops, Gastrodon, Rhyperior, doesn't Chad just not get crit?
Potentially.
And then
kill
the Gastrodon somehow with... Honestly, like, he is Chad, right? So he probably has Solar Beam on Duraludon.
Solar Beam. You Duraludon, yeah.
Yeah, it hits Gastrodon. His whole team is weak to Gastrodon, so he probably has it.
Well, here we go, guys. Game 2 of finals here. We're going to see Chad lead off with the Durant and Gengar. The same lead he led off with last game, as we're going to see Abdul lead off with Dusclops and Arcanine.
Oh, that's different. Now Trick Room doesn't happen.
Well, yeah, you're right. It doesn't happen. Because if you double into Dusclops,
then Durant
it's going down.
You don't really want Durant to die. What if you max Phantasm?
What if you Dynamax the Dusclops? Then you can't Trick Room.
All right,
that's not a good idea.
Good talk, Eric.
That's not a good idea. Don't do that.
Good talk.
What if you Dynamax the Dusclops and copycat it with your Arcanine, so you get the Trick Room?
If it learned it, that'd be great. Good talk, though.
Good talk. Good try.
I don't see how Chad stops the Trick Room without losing the Durant, which isn't great for him. But we're gonna see what he's thinking, because he set it up.
Yeah, so we're just gonna see another turn 1 Dynamax here from Chad on his Durant.
Seen a turn 1 Dynamax
I feel like we've been seeing a lot of turn 1 Dynamaxes in general.
Because they're strong.
It's a good play. Like,
Do the things.
I feel like if you are not turn 1 Dynamaxing and your opponent does it, you're kind of just like not in a good position.
Yeah, Arcanine protects on what is a very possible max move from the Durant, but that leaves the Gengar vulnerable to the double up if Chad chooses to do that. I'm sorry, the Dusclops. If he goes for the max Steel Spike, he did!
Yep, double up onto the Dusclops, even through Intimidate. I don't think this is gonna...
Nope, Abdul loses. That was a good game.
It's like we're just calling it right there.
What else
All right, Game 3.
Like, what else do we do?
Yeah, I'm not sure why, like, you would protect there with Arcanine.
You protected to cover the Max Quake into
but I mean, like, if you...
to get Trick Room up.
But if you do that, then your Arcanine just gets... Well, if you do that, then Dusclops gets Trick Room up.
Yeah, it gets murked.
So I feel like you don't mind if your Arcanine gets max quaked.
No, you don't really care.
Yeah.
Arcanine can max flare still, so like it probably doesn't get knocked out by the Sludge Bomb into max quake. But it still could. Rhyperior is gonna max, but like it might max. Arcanine can max.
Well, I mean, if Durant gets crit again here.
Don't get crit. That's the one plan.
Oh, he's gonna Dynamax the Arcanine.
He maxes
instead.
the dog. Dog probably it definitely
dog
eats
lives
Sludge
now.
Bomb Max Quake now. The Rhyperior on Abdul's side of the field is much worse. And he protected again.
Protect. I actually like that protect play because now if Durant max moves into the Rhyperior,
Yeah,
it gets the weakness policy.
He
Oh,
doesn't,
but instead we're gonna see the double target into the dog. Is dog gonna be able to take this?
I believe so.
Oh, it does just barely.
But it dies to sand. I'm good at every calc.
Well, it doesn't die to Sam because now he gets his berry.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it has a pinch berry.
Forgot about that. Yeah, it's a citrus, right?
But now this means the end of Durant.
He would commit. No.
He has flamethrower.
Yeah. And he's also
Yeah,
max
it's
flare.
Kunal that had heat wave.
And he's also max flare. And also he doesn't die to sand.
And also it's special.
Yeah, alright, we're doing great here. Gengar kills the Arcanine now, though.
Does it? With a Dynamax? How much did Shadow Ball do?
Actually, I don't know. It did a lot.
Yeah, it did. It definitely did a lot.
The Rhyperior is going to take a lot of... So, the funny thing is Max Rockfall is going to boost the special defense of the Rhyperior, but now it's Sunny. Oh, no, this Arcanine definitely dies.
Oh, yeah, it definitely does not have a lot of health left.
I guess that you can just, like, go to Dragapult now. Or, Duraludon now. And... I don't know. I guess that works, too.
So Togekiss is going to come in here.
Oh, that works great, actually, because you can just Shadow Ball the Arcanine and follow me the Rhyperior, which doesn't have anything useful. Because it's only high horsepower rock slide superpower. And Gengar has a defense boost, so it's not going to get to a KO.
Max Guard coming out here from Dog.
Yeah, I just think he just follow me Shadow Ball. He didn't do that, so never mind.
He just going to attack into the
He's gonna Air
Arcanine.
Slash?
He's going to yawn.
Why? You just let your Gengar die.
I would have understood. I could understand the yawn play if like Rhyperior had Dynamaxed or if it had its weakness policy boost, but it doesn't.
Because he wanted the okay, that's fair enough. Chad was able to call the fact that Rhyperior was not going for a high horsepower superpower because Follow Me was so easy. And now the Shadow Ball is going to put the Rhyperior or the Arcanine into the ground, and then Rhyperior either goes to sleep or tries to do another Rock Slide, but risks an Air Slash flinch. If it has Air Slash, I don't actually know.
Yeah, well, Togekiss is going to switch out for the Duraludon.
That's a strong switch.
Yeah, I like Duraludon coming in here. Rhyperior going to switch out here. Slim,
yeah,
I guess.
He did bring Gastrodon.
Yeah, he's going to go into Gastrodon. Gastrodon really matches up well against both of these two Pokemon, but Shadow Ball going to be enough to take out Arcanine with that Choice Specs Gengar doing a lot of damage.
I think Gengar's probably going to want to retreat to Togekiss for now.
Yeah, because especially since you could potentially have Togekiss dodge an Earth Power.
Yeah, from the Gastrodon.
Yeah. But Rhyperior comes in here. Rhyperior, I still actually kind of like the position that Rhyperior's in.
If it had Earthquake, it'd be pretty sick.
Oh, if it had Earthquake, this would be fantastic. But the problem is that Slim has to pick and choose which Pokemon he attacks with a Ground-type attack. And one of these things could easily turn into Togekiss.
Yeah, that's the concern for his position right now.
Yeah.
You might just go for a Rock Slide, but we saw how it did negative damage to the +1 Gengar.
It didn't do negative. It was still respectable damage, but it's not a 2-hit KO.
No, it's not even a 3-hit KO.
Maybe? Maybe a roll? I don't know.
No, it's a 3-hit KO. I did the math. My bad. Rhyperior goes to the Protect. I guess that's fair, but like... Yeah, he's going into the Gastrodon because the Gastrodon's scary. You could Shadow Ball Draco. Oh, that did a lot.
So much.
Flash can't... What?
Oh, he doubled into the Gastrodon.
That's not knocking it.
Yeah, it's definitely not going to get the KO.
Earth Power into the Gengar?
It's going to be Gengar, yeah. Gengar is going to go down to the Gastrodon Earth Power.
Then Air Slap.
Oh, Curse Body. That's a little annoying.
That's big.
Yeah.
That's big. Well, is it? Yeah, I mean...
it means Gastrodon can't really do anything.
I was going to die this turn anyway.
I mean, the thing is now, Chad is forced to, if he wants, because he has to get rid of Rhyperior at some point, right?
He just
but
yawns
the problem
the
is,
Rhyperior and
yeah,
then kills
yawn.
the Gastrodon with Flash Cannon.
And he kind of just has to hope that Rhyperior doesn't wake up.
Rhyperior doesn't... I mean, if Rhyperior hits the Duraludon right now and doesn't knock it out, it's a +2.
I feel like if you're Abdul here, you want to go for that Rock Slide just to ensure you get a knockout here. Well, I say...
Okay, so Dark Pulse would have knocked out the Gastrodon. Yawn's probably going into the Rhyperior. And then you can just Protect on this Rhyperior turn, and then you kind of kill it, don't you?
And Rhyperior goes for Rock Slide. Does connect, which means this Togekiss is going down. Does a bit of chip damage onto the Duraludon here. And now this turn, basically... Oh, what the thing is now is that you're forced to... Duraludon is forced to Protect here, which means Abdul can get a Recover on his Gastrodon.
Yes.
But
unless
unfortunately,
high horsepower doesn't knock the Duraludon from this range.
yeah, but unfortunately, it's still curse body. it's still disabled.
So Chad doesn't care about the idea of protecting.
Yeah, he's just gonna go.
He just wants to eat the high horsepower. I think that's better anyway. If he eats it, he's good.
Yeah, because now it activates his weakness.
It does not eat.
Is that a critical hit?
No,
oh, it's not a critical hit. Yeah.
So Abdul is our Midseason Showdown champion.
Congratulations to Abdul.
Destroyed.
Absolutely, very impressive play in Top Gun.
Really well done, especially since his was my least favorite team.
I mean, to be fair, he did have a bit of a close call in top 4, but he was able to rock slide his flinch his way to victory.
Really?
Yeah.
Rude.
So against Ed, it was his Rhyperior versus Ed's +3 Snorlax. It was +3 defense Snorlax, and it was at half health.